we're back. Ha ha ha. We weren't gone that long, but long enough. Hopefully things are better now. Alright, so we're going to go back up here and we're going to take a look at who's next. Our Herald, that's right. We've got the Ubi, who is our Herald, and he's got his own set of reasonings and challenges. Alright, so what is his problem? Many problems. We'll just talk a little about one. Alright, so his problem and the reason that he decided to help his wife get started streaming is how to help my wife get the success she desires in life. And up until now, up until the moment he kicks her into streaming, his mistake or the missing information he had was, let's see, he didn't know how to help her on audience. Surprising truth. Is streaming is a great way. You're right, I don't have long enough on a stream to talk about all the problems. You and I both, man. Somebody asks me all the time, what can I do to help you? And I'm like, dude, you are not a licensed therapist. Don't even bother. That's why I'm a writer. Actually, writing is one of the 3 socially acceptable forms of mental illness there are. You know, I'm, like you can tell, I'm putting the voices in my head on paper. Blah. And no, I don't think this is COVID-19. I think it's just seasonal allergies. But if I die in midstream, you'll know. Alright, so his solution: introduce his wife. Portals to the wide worlds of streaming. Alright. Now, just because he knows the solution, and just because anybody knows the solution, doesn't mean the solution is easy to implement. This is why there's a long walk between knowing a solution and getting to the results you want at the end. So, because there are always obstacles between the person knowing the solution and implementing the solution. So, his first obstacle is convince her that streaming is something she can do. Help her overcome her technological difficulties. Teach her everything he knows about streaming. She can start building her channel. Connect her to the right people. Support her efforts. And yeah, actually, I'm going to share the document. I'm going to share a link to it so that anyone with the link can view it. And then I'll put that in chat. There we go. That is the link to the document is up. And let's see. And his obstacles is find a time for him to help her with her stream while working to build his own. Yay! Alright, now now the answers to those challenges. One, show her how streaming would help her and how she could do what she does in a stream. Invest part of the money he makes and combine it with hers to buy some of the technology needed and set it up. Yeah, getting some wood to knock on. Yeah, definitely. I'll teach her everything he knows and try to remember all the things he had to learn when he first started streaming. Convince her to come out of her shell. Oops. That was not at all what I wanted. Oh. And join his Discord server so she can start getting to know people. Work together to create a schedule that allows time for streaming and for real paid work at the same time. Completely crazy is what it is. Rigged. Completely rigged. Yes. Thank you. Well, you know, I always recommend you start with what you've got if you're working on trying to find a story. And that is indeed working with what I've got. So the results that he gets, the two of them build wildly successful streams that his wife does not die of coughing. Wildly successful streams and are able to do it full time while enjoying life to the maximum. Alright, so that's basically Ubi's character arc. And now, page break. So here we go with, oh, we need to go back up and here for a moment. District portals, yeah. Alright, adding one. We've got taking care of the Herald. And little Mia Jane, that's my sidekick. Yeah, no kidding, right? Gotta get the story finished before I die of COVID-19. Which, it's not. I had this before COVID-19 became a thing, so I doubt it. Alright. So, Mia Jane is my sidekick. She's the real reason I want all this success. What is Mia Jane's problem? Well, right now, she doesn't. I don't know, that's tough. Let's see. Mia Jane's big problem is how can I get closer to my grandma and grandpa? Are missing information. That grandma and grandpa have to overcome their own limitations first. And surprising truth, you are enough. Just being alive to give them the encouragement they need to push past. I don't know why I keep hitting the wrong button. Their fears and limitations. And the solution just keep encouraging them. What other? Oh yes, the chill zone. Yeah, Metsy. Sorry. We could even flip over there and I could talk about it, but anyway.
Well, we're hearing the beeps when people are talking.
Oh. Should I kill it then?
You can close it. You don't need to have it open right now.
Okay. I'm apparently... Hello, Chad. Such a pleasure to see you. Ah, you know what? Let's see if we've got room for you in this fabulous thing. Nah, we'll just leave cheese in there. Alright, so obstacles. It's hard to find time to talk to them. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate Metsy and Chad. You have no idea what that means. They don't always know what to say to me. Yes, when the dragon is guarding the garage, that definitely counts as an obstacle, Chad. Definitely. And I'm not sure exactly how you delicately suggest to the dragon that the garage doesn't need to be guarded. It's fine. Perhaps you convince the dragon that, I don't know. What would you say to the dragon? What do you tell a dragon who wants to guard your garage? Guard away! Go home, you drunk. Nah, I don't know that the dragon would appreciate being told it's drunk, even if it were true. Oh, this is...
Paste that URL again.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to share again the link that is to the Google Doc. So if you want it to follow it along, you can find it here. Parents, I'm busy, don't always have time to make the call. Help me make the call. Let's see. I don't always know what to say to my grandparents. Of course, now the real Mia Jane is just barely a month and 9 days old, so talking is not exactly something she's good at doing yet.
Yeah, it's a command now.
But she's great at being very, very adorable. And her pictures are sometimes all we need to remember why we're doing this. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I don't think what I say matters. And, you know, sometimes we've all been there. We don't think what we say matters. Sometimes you don't have to say anything at all. Well, this part is from Mia Jane's perspective. See, every character tells the story from their own perspective when I'm mapping out a story. And that way, yeah, exactly. Actually, Chad, she has a range of solutions available to her. She can do more than scream. She actually smiles. She can roll over on her side. She can turn away from people. She's actually amazingly talented for somebody who is just a few weeks old. I don't believe my son has gotten her a machine gun yet. I'm pretty sure he's not even let her play the Xbox yet, but I'm sure that will change shortly. Hello, how are you? I just cannot get rid of this stupid cough. It's driving me crazy. Yes, exactly. I think somewhere along the line. Let's see. For a kid who doesn't know what to say to her grandparents, just be cute and smile a lot. That usually works. Burgers. Burgers sound good, Mitzi. Yes, burgers sound very good. Unfortunately, We don't have we don't have ground beef, I should say, and the fast food places are pretty much closed for walk-in customers, even if you're going to take it out to go. Yeah, no, right? Now we're talking food. Now breakfast becomes an issue. So let's see. We got our positive shapeshifter, Mitzi. Yes. Who should be listened to, but sometimes isn't. Because, hey, Mistress of Portals needs to learn humility. As if life were not humiliating enough. Yes, she is. She is absolutely a positive influence. And I know for a fact that without her, Ubi would not probably have kept streaming. You know, between Chad and Metzi, you know, I think that's really what's kept him going. And of course, all the other people he loves on stream, but those two truly have made a difference. Let's see, so all right, Metzi. Let's see, what is it that keeps people from listening to your advice? What do you think? Type it out in chat for me. Haha! Actually, that's really good. All right. So here's your problem. How do I get people to follow my advice? The mistake, this is true about a lot of us, you don't take your own advice or listen to it. Surprising truth, you need to learn to trust yourself and to believe in the value you offer others. Yeah, and the solution, be confident in the value that you have to offer the people around you, and stop hiding it. Oh, Chad, there are so many problems you have, sweetheart. Hair loss is probably the least of them. But don't worry, because you're in very good company. You are our friends and have been our friends for a long time, and that means that you're practically family. And we come from a long line of crazy. Or at least I do. Randy's family was actually fairly normal. I mean, my family, though, we do crazy very, very well. We have done generations of crazy. Well, that is true. He doesn't like to poop in strange places. Which, you know, hey. It's a little different. Okay, so the obstacles to trusting yourself. Alright. The obstacles to listening to your own advice and to trusting yourself. Now this is something I've actually struggled with myself, so I'm trying to put myself in that headspace. Oh, you know what one of the obstacles is learning block out all the negative mental chatter that keeps telling you you don't know what you're talking about. Wow, if pooping in strange places is one of the places where you find yourself, I'm not sure that I need to find myself in that venue. Ooh, no, rewriting the story. Let's see. You don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. What else is an obstacle to taking your own advice? How about you guys? What do you think? What is an obstacle to learning to take your own advice and listen to it? You get called old daily. I don't call you old daily. I could call you old daily, but I don't need to. Although I will say that you are still old. No, you haven't turned old yet this year. You'll turn old in July. That's right. He's not old because I'm not old, and I'm never old. And as long as he's my same age, he cannot be old. Sour worms mixed with Jameson prevent rational thoughts. Well, yeah, that's probably true. Boomer. Yeah, no, actually, my mom is a boomer. See, this is where people need to learn their generational gaps more effectively. Rational thought is no hindrance when writing. I don't find it to be anyway. Then again, suppose it depends on who you are. You know what helped with that was testing the advice on enough people and gathering enough feedback to develop real confidence in what you believe is true. Oops. And there we go, believe. Proving it to yourself. Proving yourself trustworthy. Delivering the results you know you can deliver. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, they're actually all about political correctness and being correct, and you're using the term boomers totally incorrectly, but they're young, and so they don't know any better, so we kind of excuse them for that sin, so to speak. Let's see. What is another obstacle? Ooh, overcoming the trolls. Yeah, overcoming trolls and authorities who contradict your advice. All right. Now, let's see. One. Challenge the negative mental chatter by keeping a log of all the times you were right. Hoopy doesn't, you know, that's an important thing, having a log of all the times you were right. Most of us have people in our lives and I've been guilty of doing this. And we have people in our lives who keep logs of all the times we were wrong, but forget about all the times we were right. So rewrite the story of the times you were told you were worth nothing and had nothing, and find the value in those stories. Yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, this needs to go here. This is true. Flamethrowers do have a tendency to burn the book you're writing. Yeah, I don't really like. Yeah, Chad, that's actually awesome. Yes, if we could go back, have a time machine that allows us to go back in time to the 60s and turn around and call everybody, hey, boomer. Now, not that they would know or have a clue what we were talking about, but yes. Okay, boomer. That, yeah, here we go. Wait. That's actually an answer, not a. Yay! Yeah. Of course, I think in the 60s they were too drugged out to care about being called a boomer. At least that's my understanding of how the 60s went down. Yeah, so when you're dealing with authorities who contradict your advice, yeah, it's important to remember that just because someone is a recognized authority doesn't mean they have all the answers. It just means they have established a reputation for delivering results one particular way. So yeah, that's kind of Mentie's story arc. And when she's done with her story arc, here's the results that she gets. Having helped Ubi and Mistress build their channels, she becomes a go-to authority for building a Twitch channel and becomes fabulously wealthy. There we go. Oh, Chad, yes. Well, you know, it's not easy being perfect, but, you know, I understand the challenge. Don't worry. Alright. Now we have our negative shapeshifter, who was in the chat earlier, but is now gone. Thank you. Because he didn't have what it took to hang. You can ask Ubi about that one. Oh yes, oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. It is hard to be humble, truly. I get told on a regular basis how hard it is for me to be humble. funny. Some people say I'm humble. Some people say I'm proud. Some people say I'm in the middle. But I'm not too loud. Well, actually, it was I love cheese. Now, I love cheese was a negative shapeshifter. He came in, telling me all kinds of reasons why I sucked. Which, by the way, for the record, is not a good way to endear yourself to a person. But it's okay. How? Well, let's see. No, Chad. The negative shapeshifters are the people who spout out conventional wisdom that actually isn't true. Like, they're the people that tell you, oh, you can't make money, you can't make real money being a writer. Or the people who tell you, your story stuff is no good, you don't know what you're talking about. They're the kind of people who you tend to listen to more than you should because they echo what you already believe. And so it's actually harder to ignore their crap. Yeah, something like don't eat cheese before noon, yes. Conventional wisdom that actually isn't really built on anything other than somebody's suppositions. So, alright, so his mistake in thinking. The surprising truth is that being a terrible person doesn't make you feel better about yourself. Yeah. Let's see. Some of the obstacles our negative shapeshifter might find to being a actual decent human being. Yeah. Let's see. It's easier. Okay, let's see. So serving other people requires actual effort, and being a jerk doesn't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so just basically thinking through the obstacles that would be in the way of this person becoming the kind of person that other people would want in their stream. Let's see. Behave. Yes. Yes, I would appreciate it if the internet would behave. Today, it has not been on its best behavior. It's dropped frames 11% over the last 2 minutes. Nice. More coughing crap. Alright. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't see the $10 donation.
Yeah, now we're good.
I'm obviously on the ball here. Thank you, Messy, for the donation. Let's see. I thought we had sounds set up to alert me to those things,
It
but
played.
I guess not. I didn't hear it.
You were talking.
Gotcha. Well, that would be a good reason why I didn't hear it. Yeah. thank you for showing up. Blah! We are working through. We have dealt with our negative shapeshifter, our positive shapeshifter, our hero or herald, our sidekick. And now, let's see. We are getting ready to tackle our mentor. I didn't actually give our best streamer, Eva, an actual name, so we'll have to come up with something later. No problem. Well, I appreciate it, and hopefully you and I will get to know each other enough, and we'll become friends too. I've certainly learned to appreciate Metzi, and well, Ubi's been my friend for forever, and then Chad and I have been friends for a long time. So, great group of people that are showing up. I am very, very fortunate. Yes, definitely. I'm a believer that there is room for all of us. I know not everybody believes that, but that's true. Ooh, that is cool. Yeah, what are you going to be streaming about? Definitely, definitely. All right. See you later, Chad. Walkthrough games. Huh, yeah. I can see that. Like, what kind of walkthrough games do you like most? Non-royal? I'm not sure about that word. What does that mean exactly, Ubi? Yeah, singing is definitely in the future. I love to sing, as long as my cough allows. Right now, my lungs appear not to be very happy with me. Ah, not a non-battle royale game. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not good at shooters either. I'm a Sims 4 kind of girl. I'm a player versus environment kind of girl. I'm a any kind of fun thing girl. Mostly creative stuff. Alright, so the obstacles to staying on top. Yes. The Sims are so awesome. And yes, Ubi loves buddies. He makes them everywhere he goes, even if he doesn't think so. Keep adding variety, creating content that's compelling for people to watch and participate in. You know what? We'll just call her Eve. Eva. That's right. I like it. Eva the Stream Queen. Oh, bye, Messi. Thanks for playing with me. It's been nice meeting you. Nice having you in the stream. Let's see. I've got about 30 minutes before I start my writers group portion. So we'll kind of be wrapping this up soon, this portion of it. I think next week what we'll do is we'll play a little bit of The Sims 4, or not next week, but here on Thursday, we'll take these characters that I've worked on and we'll pop them into The Sims 4 and we'll bring them to life and see what we can do about that. That should be fun. That's a little more of a little more character development going on there. Alright, so I don't know. Let's see. I guess that is kind of a problem for top streamers, is that streams happen at specific times. So if you've got other streamers that are competing with your time, then fighting for their attention. But you'll have to do a little research into how that works. How do top streamers keep their fans with them even when they try to help other streamers out? This is good research. This is good stuff to research. And that's actually one of those things where when you don't know how to solve the problem in question, this is what writers do. We go out and we find people who have solved the problem and we start researching. What did they do? What do they recommend? Maybe we even interview them and get a feel for what it is they do differently than the people around them. And yeah, actually that's something I may just hop out and do. Maybe I'll even do a stream, find somebody who can model Eva the Stream Queen for us, because I don't have the answers to what she would do right now, because I'm not experienced enough in streaming to know. But let's see. Which actually, if I talk to her, I should have a better idea of our minion and our villain and what their issues are. Yeah. So that's something on my to-do list, which I'm going to pop that at the end of this feed. Not at this stream the story reminder to myself. Fans, sponsors, supporters, etc. Sticking with them when they have all this competition around them. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have to do research. Yeah, competition is a real struggle. There are a lot more people watching. But even with more people watching, there's still only a limited amount of time that they have in the day to watch streams or to participate in them. So that is something that'll be kind of important to figure out, is what happens, how they do it, what are some techniques they use, and yeah, kind of get involved in this world. Let's see. Ooh, here's some more research to do. That's number one. Let's see. Find some streamers to interview about the main problems and challenges faced by streamers and ways that they have found to overcome those. Yeah, because basically it's that kind of thing that'll tell you so much more about what the world looks like. And it may give me some additional ideas for the things to do and to not do in the middle of helping me write this book. So yeah, this is where I'm at, is I'm stuck in a place where I really need to do the research, because this is a new world for me. I am new to streaming. I haven't been, this is my first stream. So I really don't have a lot of the answers to the big questions and the challenges. And I haven't been immersed in this world long enough to know those answers yet. But streaming is a big growing community. I've already found a few groups on Facebook, pardon me, that I've joined. And so that's one of the places where I'm going to drop in and start doing the research. Is I'll get to know, I'll go on Twitch and I'll research who the top streamers are, and I'll see who I can reach out to on Facebook. Maybe pop into their feeds and start following them and figuring out what makes their feed so popular. Yeah, no kidding. People with small appendages that feel the need to make their truck sound really big to compensate. Wow, this is just kicking my butt. Hold on a second. We're experiencing technical difficulties. I'm going to stop and get some allergy medicine.